Yes, sir. Today is Tuesday, and if it is Tuesday, you know what that means. When it is Tuesday, it's time for Band of the Day. And today's Band of the Day is 21 Pilots. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, which is Alpha Radio Rocks. My name is Adigim the Rock DJ, and Tuesdays is Band of the Day. Today's Band of the Day is 21 Pilots. Yes, I am going to be hating. I'm hating on 21 Pilots. Ooh, yeah, I'm saying I'm hating on 21 Pilots because this is not the first video episode of Band of the Day. Last week I did Linkin Park, and hey, a lot of people were catching feelings because I was hating because I was hating on there, but I'm not hating on anything. I'm just giving my subjective take on on an artist that we are discussing on. You don't have to agree with me as usual. This is just my subjective opinion. You don't have to agree with me. There's a dislike button right here below this video. You can just dislike the video. You don't have to agree with me. All right, this is not some kind of absolute truth, and I have the right to have an opinion even though it is opposite from yours. You don't have to agree with it. Yeah, some people last week were catching so many feelings, my goodness, just because I gave a subjective critique. If you haven't watched that video, I'm going to leave the link to pop up here and also at the end screen so that you can check out the Linkin Park video if you haven't yet. Alright, so today we're going to be discussing about why I believe that 21 Pilots is not a rock band and should not be categorized as a rock band. Alright, and my first reason is, number one, I consider them a pop duo, not really even a rock band. Like me, where I categorize them is as a pop duo. I can't even consider them as a pop band. Even I consider them as a pop duo. Let me explain why. For me, just my opinion, my take is that a band is exactly that. It's a band. It's a unit of people. A band typically has lead singer, lead guitarist, rhythm, bass, drummer, and keyboardist. Typically, not all bands have those kinds of members, but typically those are the people involved. Yeah, but now you have 21 Pilots, which only has two people: a guy who sings and raps. Yeah, a guy who sings and raps, and then the other one plays drums. Yeah, Tyler Joseph is lead singer. He sings and raps, and then Josh Dunn is drummer, and all he does is drum. Yeah, unless I'm mistaken, all he does is drum. Yeah. Now I know some people are going to say, but Eddie Grimm, are you trying to say that a rock band cannot have just two people? Yes, a rock band can have just two people. Like recently, there's a rock band from Sweden that I interviewed called Too Far South. If you haven't watched that interview, I'll leave the link to pop up here and also at the end screen. There's a band of just two guys from Sweden that I interviewed, and there were just two people. It was one guy playing drums and the other one plays guitar. Yeah, so yes, a rock band can have two people. Heck, even a rock band can have one person. Yeah, like Panic at the Disco. For those of you who do not know, Panic at the Disco is just one guy. It's Brendan Urie. But the reason why I prefer putting Panic at the Disco as a rock band and putting 21 Pilots as a pop duo is because when Panic at the Disco performs live, just go watch any live performance for Panic at the Disco. There is typically Brendan Urie singing, and then there are other band members performing behind him, other people playing guitar, other people playing all sorts of instruments behind him. I mean, think of it this way: how can you call something a choir? How can you call something a choir when it only has two people? Yeah, a choir has the guy at the front who's leading the band, and then it has, the front row guys, those in the middle and the back. Yeah, you can't call something an orchestra if it only has three people. Yeah, an orchestra typically has a certain number of people. So even for me, a band has certain positions that there are certain positions to fill in. Yeah, and I feel like 21 Pilots is more of a duo. It is more of a duo than a band even. Yeah, but yeah, I think they can be categorized as a pop band, but me, I see them as a pop duo more than a rock band. Yeah, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because there's a guy by the name of Eric. He knows himself. I saved him in my phone as Coldplay guy, and because he's in Coldplay and he's in 21 Pilots, and he's always trying to convince me how 21 Pilots is a rock band, and I just don't agree with him. Respectfully, I just don't agree with him, and these are my reasons. So number one has to do with the fact that 21 Pilots is more just two guys who, one sings and raps and the other one plays drums. And then number two, it is possible to have a rock band with two people, but it is not just about the number of people, it's also about what they are playing. Yeah, it's also about what they are playing. What do 21 Pilots play? So Josh Dunn, drummer, plays only drums. Then Tyler Joseph, lead singer, plays what? Tambourine. Yeah, what is tambourine? Tambourine is the shaker. I'm sure you know it. Yeah, tambourine. He uses that during live shows, and then he also plays ukulele. It's like a small guitar. There's a song called House of Gold. House of Gold is a lot of ukulele, and to me, ukulele is a pop. It is a pop instrument. It is not a rock instrument, in my opinion. Yeah, and I know some people will say, but Ed, Tyler Joseph also uses bass guitar during live shows. Well, bass is also used in reggae. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, bass is also used in reggae. By the way, there are songs for 21 Pilots that sound like reggae. Yeah, there are songs for 21 Pilots that sound like reggae. Ride, Nico and the Niners. The song has been pasted. Ride and Nico and the Niners. The song has been pasted. Sounds like a reggae song, yeah, but I've deviated, I've digressed. Bass is used in reggae. It's also used in rumba. Yeah, it's also used in rumba. So telling me that because they have bass, they have a bass. Bass is typically just used to give the beat a fullness, like a dum 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 dum. Yeah, instead of a ding ding ding, it sounds like dum dum. Yeah, because of bass, because of how thick the strings are. But having bass doesn't qualify you necessarily to be a rock band. Yeah, that is just my argument. So number one has to do with the fact that they are just two guys. Number two has to do with their instrumentation. Number three has to do with the lack of instrumentation. Yeah, the lack of instrumentation. What do I mean? The lack of traditional rock instrumentation. Rock, old school rock, what people consider old school actual rock music. Yeah, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Bon Jovi, 30 Seconds to Mars, Linkin Park, you know, bands of the 2000s going backwards. They have guitar riffs, actual distorted guitar riffs, songs that sound like. Yeah, songs that sound like that, you know, like jin, 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 jin. Actually distorted guitar riffs. And I don't usually hear this in 21 Pilots. That's why I can't consider them a rock band. I typically don't hear this in 21 Pilots. There's a video on YouTube called If 21 Pilots Had a Guitarist. If 21 Pilots had a guitarist. Yeah, I'm going to leave the link to pop up right here. If 21 Pilots had a guitarist, you should watch that video. There's someone actually playing guitar over. There's someone playing guitar over 21 Pilot songs to hear how 21 Pilot songs would sound if they had a guitarist. And to me, if a guitarist was there, yeah, I think I would be able to consider 21 Pilots as rock. But without, you know, those traditional distorted riffs, I can't. For me, it makes me put them more in the pop direction than in the rock direction. Yeah. Part number 4, since the only way to really judge a band is through their music, part number 4 may sound like part number 2 and 3. Part number 4 is the dominant use of electronic beats in 21 Pilots. Their biggest hits, songs like Car Radio, Guns for Hands, Lane Boy, so many predominant electronic beats. And the reason why I'm saying electronic beats and not instruments, yeah, a band like Linkin Park also uses electronic beats, you know, like the dun, 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 ding, dun, ding. Yeah, even Bring Me the Horizon uses electronic beats, but as I said, the dominance, the biggest hits of Linkin Park and the biggest hits of Bring Me the Horizon, they're not all, you know, electronic based. But here's my other argument. There's a reason why I'm using electronic beats and not electronic instruments, because like I said, it is okay for a band to have a keyboardist. Yeah, And I believe even 21 Pilots is not that they have a keyboardist. It's that it's that Tyler. It's that Tyler plays piano. He plays piano the way the Fray play, the way Coldplay, the Fray, even Evanescence uses piano. Yeah, using piano. But here's the thing: when you watch 21 Pilots playing live, there's only two people. Yeah, there's only two people. Just Josh playing drums, and then it's Tyler playing sometimes bass, sometimes ukulele, sometimes tambourine, sometimes piano, sometimes all those instruments: ukulele, tambourine, bass, piano. That's what Tyler typically plays. But there's no one playing keyboard. Yeah, not piano. There's no one playing keyboard. The electronic beats that usually are in 21 Pilot songs, yeah, there is no one playing them live on stage. Yeah, they're usually like pre-programmed into their set. Yeah, I believe, because there's never a third person playing the buttons so that you can hear there's so many songs by 21 Pilots that have electronic influences. There's so many 21 Pilot songs that have electronic a dominant electronic sound. Even their latest song, it's called Level of Concern. A lot of electronic beats, and I don't know, there's no one playing keyboard in 21 Pilots. It's only that Josh plays piano. Yeah, and even piano sometimes is not used in all songs. Yeah, but there's a lot of electronic beats used in 21 Pilots, and that for me makes me put them in the pop category, not in the rock category. Yeah, because of the dominant use. Because yes, I know that there are traditional rock bands like Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon, 30 Seconds to Mars that use electronic instrumentation in their songs, but it is not the vast majority of their songs. Yeah. But however, in 21 Pilots, there is a very large dominance of electronic beats. Yeah, not even instruments, electronic beats in their songs. And I don't know if you understood what I'm trying to say. It is the beats, not even using electronic instruments because using electronic instruments isn't really an issue if there's someone actually playing it. Yeah, the beauty of rock music, what makes rock music so awesome, is listening to it live when there are a bunch of artists coming together to play and produce the sounds. But in 21 Pilots, there's only two people. Yeah, and there isn't someone playing keyboard. So where do the electronic beats come from? They are pre-programmed into the song. That's just my take, because there's only two guys. Yeah, and no one plays keyboard. Yeah, not piano. Please, not piano. There's a difference between keyboard and piano. Piano is like what Coldplay uses. Keyboard is the ding 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 ding. It creates electronic sound, a mixture of electronic sounds. And as I said, you don't have to agree with me. You can give me your contrary opinion in the comment section below. But me, I'm just explaining what I've seen from 21 Pilots and what I've heard from them. Yeah. And lastly, I only had 5 reasons. And lastly, the last one, in my previous Linkin Park argument, where I was explaining why I don't, my problem with Linkin Park, yeah, which if you haven't watched, I'll leave the link to pop up here. Then I'll also leave it at the end screen, yeah, if you haven't watched that video yet. A lot of people are telling me that my opinion, it's as in someone has the right to have an opinion even if you don't agree with it, yeah. But people are telling me that my opinion is baseless, it has no source, yeah. It has no source, and I'm just being a hater because I don't like Linkin Park. I'm also a very big fan of 21 Pilots. I'm actually a very big fan of 21 Pilots. I just don't consider them as rock, yeah. And yeah, I'm a very big fan of 21 Pilots, even though I don't consider them as rock. So saying that I'm hating is just I don't know. It's just I find like some people just don't want to hear someone explaining something that is contrary to what other people believe. And yeah, so some people are saying that my argument in the previous video for Linkin Park was baseless. I had no source. Ironically, I was actually explaining what other Linkin Park fans have, expressed to me, and I was just relaying it in the video. If you listen to the video, I actually explained that a lot of Linkin Park fans have told me ABCD, and that was what I used as my base for. That was what I used as my base for that video. So for this video, since I don't want someone to say, "Oh, you have no source. Yeah, you're just talking out of your nose," Let me give you a source, yeah, which brings me to my final point. Wikipedia. Yes, let us see what Wikipedia has to say about 21 Pilots. Now I have my laptop right here, and we're going to see what Wikipedia, so that people do not say that I'm just, baseless. My argument is baseless. So that people who say that my argument is baseless, for once, let me use a source instead of just sharing my own subjective opinion. Let's have a source. Yeah, you typically use, I'm sure you use Wikipedia for research, and I'm sure you use it for research. I'm sure some of you even use it for your homework or your assignment. So let's look at 21 Pilots. Here is 21 Pilots. Yeah. Let's look at what Wikipedia has to say. So Wikipedia says that 21 Pilots is an American musical duo. They didn't even say the actual genre, but they said musical duo. All right. So let's go to genres. Let's go to genres right there. Alternative hip hop. Yeah. Alternative hip hop. Electro pop. Indie pop. Pop rock. Rap rock. Alternative rock. So alternative rock is put last, and then the rest is just pop, apart from rap rock. Yeah. Okay. So this is my argument. Artists, many artists, yeah. Many rock bands have done pop songs, and many pop artists have also done rock songs. I mean, we have someone like Lil Wayne, who attempted to have a rock album. We even have Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Chris Stapleton, who have a rock song, a very good rock song called Blow. Yeah, I'm going to leave the link to pop up right here. So my argument is this: rock bands can actually do pop, like Linkin Park did that in their last album, and even 30 Seconds to Mars, even Paramore, even Bring Me the Horizon. So rock bands can do pop. Pop bands can also do rock. So my argument using Wikipedia here is that just because a pop artist does rock does not make them a rock band. That's my argument. That's why I'm using Wikipedia. Yeah. So let us go to Wikipedia and see where Wikipedia classifies. Yeah. Let us see where Wikipedia classifies 21 Pilots. So a lot of people became 21 Pilots fans at the album called Regional at Best. But as you can see, Regional at Best, I can't click on it. So let's go to Vessel from 2013, because that's an album I've listened to. Look at where Wikipedia classifies Vessel: alternative hip hop, electro pop, hip hop, yeah, hip hop, indie pop, pop, electronica. Clearly, you can see a majority of the genres are not rock related. There's only 2 mentions of rock there, while the others are 5 are contrary. Yeah. And then let's go to Blurryface. Alternative hip hop, electro pop, hip hop, pop, reggae. Yeah. And then you're trying to convince me that 21 Pilots is a rock band. Okay, all right. Let's go to Trench, the latest album. Where does Wikipedia classify that? Hip hop, alternative rock, electronic rock. Okay, at least here there's a little bit more rock, but it still says electro pop, pop rock, alternative rock, and alternative hip hop. Yeah. So if you were to tally the votes and check how many times Wikipedia, yeah, if you were to tally the votes and check how many times Wikipedia has put 21 Pilots in a genre that is not rock, alternative hip hop, electro pop, pop, indie pop, electronica, reggae, yeah, you'll find that it's way more than rock. So my argument is this: a band can do rock, yeah, a pop band can do rock, but just because a pop artist does rock does not make them a rock band. Yeah, does that make sense? Please tell me in the comment section below. A rock band can do pop. A rock band like Linkin Park can do pop, but that does not mean Linkin Park is a pop band. Just the same way around, 21 Pilots can do rock, but that does not make a rock. That does not make a pop artist doing rock make them a pop. So 21 Pilots doing rock does not necessarily make them a rock band. Yeah, a pop artist doing rock does not necessarily make them a rock band. That's my argument. Yeah, and as you've seen, according to Wikipedia, not me, for those of you who kept saying that I'm just talking through my nose, not me, Wikipedia itself has even classified Blurryface in reggae. In reggae, yeah, electro pop, indie pop, pop, and alternative hip hop. Yeah, so with that, that is my argument for why I do not believe that. That is why I believe that 21 Pilots should not be considered as a rock band. For those of you who do, that's okay. You don't have to listen to me. But for those of you who have been asking me, wanting to know what I think about 21 Pilots, there you have your answer. You have your answer. Yeah, there you have your answer. And as usual, this is just my subjective critique. You do not have to agree with it. Yeah, you can just leave a dislike and unsubscribe if what I'm saying is pissing you off so much, because I found that when someone is a diehard fan of a certain band, they don't want to hear anyone else giving a critique that is opposite of what they want to hear. But me, I'm here just to give a discussion which is pro and against the band. Yeah, which is pro the band and against the band. And for me, 21 Pilots is not a rock band, but feel free, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of 21 Pilots. I remember when I first had car radio, I was obsessed. But to me, 21 Pilots is not rock, in my opinion. 21 Pilots is not rock. And for those reasons that I just explained. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed my video, give it a like, consider subscribing if you're brand new, and as usual, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. I always respond. Alright, you take care and God bless.